judge me. Don't doubt me.
Hey, Priest Jeffries, what's good?
And not too much. How y'all doing this morning?
Pretty good.
A.O.G.
A.O.G. in the house.
You already know.
So what you making this morning?
Right now, making this morning is called a Salmon patty melt. I got the scrambled eggs. I got the grits with it. So this is just finished. This just came off the iron. This is the patty melt.
And so that's mine right there.
Yeah, that's yours right there. That's yours right there. That's how it looks. In the middle. That's how it looks in the middle, like that right there.
I might have to eat before we start this.
See? That's how it looks in the middle, right? And this right here is not even done yet, y'all. So this is what I do. You take all this what I got on here. I can't show you the secret sauce right here. Salmon patty and eggs, secret sauce up under there. Put it on there. Easy. It's there. Press it. And that's it.
Don't doubt me. A sinner true, but please believe He knows the cross I bear. But at times I wanna be me.
I wanna be me, but you can't see that I'm trying.
Born to inspire. BTI. It was inspired from me living a life of a lot of ups and downs. And me being in from Charlotte, North Carolina, from all over Charlotte, West Side. A lot of things I saw as a child, a lot of murders, family members, from the age of 3 years old. And that's when the crack epidemic and all the other things came around. So all the things I seen from the hustling, gambling, and everything around me, I saw a lot of wrong. And I didn't want no one else to go through it. All the way up until now, from me having a nervous breakdown when I was in high school. Uncle Big James, the one who got a beard, I got a beard like his. And he was murdered, and I lost my mind. And it took me 2 years to come back around. So when I saw other people going through depression and stress and all type of things like that and going through the struggles of life, I was somewhere out and I was talking to a young lady, and an older gentleman was in the area. He said, "You have a lot to say, son." He said, "What are you going to do about all the things you go through?" And I said, "You're right." That's when Born to Inspire started, 2009, but I've been doing it all my life.
They say my dreads caused the way I behave. I ain't the same cause I feel this pain.
I noticed something different about you. I noticed you cut your hair. Yes. And you used to have the long dreads. Like, when did you do that? What made you want to cut your hair?
With me being out in the public and getting up in the morning and going and wanting to look nice as a man should, and working, it was a lot of weight on my head.
Got
it was 3 pounds of weight on my hair, on my head. And when I went to work, having it down or whatever, it was pulling my my hair, because my hair is soft, so it was pulling and going the other way. And so I said, you know what? I battled with Latoya. She didn't want me to do it at first. And so I went on ahead one day and I chanced it and I called Spring Grant, and she did it. She cut my hair for me.
And this is your new lady.
Yes.
What kind of inspiration would you say she is to you?
Well, all the things I've been through, and was married for 17 years, and learned a lot from it. Wasn't a great divorce. Wasn't a great marriage, but ended up divorcing. The pain and stuff I went through in life, I prayed for a comforter. Someone to come in to comfort me from all the things that I see and go through. Seeing and going through a lot is a big deal, y'all. Everybody don't see a lot of things that go through like I do, and like a lot of other major men and women that's out here that's been through the struggle. And you can have a lot of money, you can have all the materialistic things, you can have a lot, but the most important thing is somebody understanding you. Debating with someone and arguing with somebody all the time is not always the best thing that you want to go through daily or weekly.
No.
The armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the armor of God resides in me.
Some people may know, some people may not know that I didn't have the best upbringing. As far as my mother, she did her job. But as far as the things that I saw, the things that I witnessed coming up, was a lot of tragedies. Hit everyone, family and friends. And like I said, I came home one day. Well, my mother brought us home one day, and then she gave me the key to open up the door. And that's when I found my uncle dead. First tragedy, I found him dead. He was laying on the floor. For some reason, it's 3.5 years old, I remember. And come to find out, he was over a young lady's house. Her husband came home and shot him. He made it back into our house and fell dead. After that, it was another uncle. He went out with a family friend, ended up murdered. And then never found out who killed him. And then after that, it was my aunt. She was murdered when I was 7 years old. So it was like every other year was someone getting murdered. And then one day I was playing in North Charlotte behind some buildings and threw a rock at something I thought was a dummy. Closer we got to it and found out it was another dead body. And that was the second one that I found over there. And this is around about between 11 and about 7, 11, right? About 11 years old, about 10, 11 years old. And people see the number game being played out here on the streets. I mean, on the far as in the stores and the arcade venues they have out now. Well, I stayed right beside someone who ran the number house. And at 10 years old, I knew everything about it, you know. And my mom asked me what I was doing going in and out of Roof House. And I told her, I said, Mom, go look in the closet. There was money in there. I learned how to sit on the curb, take the tickets in the house, and bring back Roof what she needed. And she gave me money for it. And what I did is I saw things I wanted. And I seen kids having better shoes than I had at the point. And I wanted the things they had. And I wanted to help my mother out, you know. And my brother was born. We 7 years apart. My brother Cody Jeffries is born, and that's been my heart. That's been my best friend. There's pictures of him on the wall in there now, and that was part of Born to Inspire. He inspired me from his birth. After those days of North Charlotte, we moved to Beechwood, where I did the block party at for the community. Got over there. People didn't know before I got over there. I knew how to break in your house and put everything back like the way it's supposed to be by the age of 12 years old.
Wow.
You know, every day we fought. It wasn't nothing about fighting. It wasn't nothing about these guns we see now. It was about fighting, being friends the next day. So by the time I got over there in Beechwood, my mama tried her best to calm me down. I was calm because she stayed on my butt. I got a butt whooping. I got that butt. We got a butt spank. You know, so got in a little trouble over there, and it wasn't nothing too big, you know. And I got out of it quick, and I took the wrong route of trying to make some money. Where we had a cookie company, and me and a couple of guys, we seen the big guys go do it, go and break in the building. We thought we would try it too, so came around the corner. Cops had us on the ground, and we was too young to go to jail, so we stayed out of there. And after that, I got me a lawnmower. Mama bought me a lawnmower, 13 years old, and I started cutting grass. And then my uncle went to prison for life. He killed a cop. And that changed. That's another part that changed my life. He killed a cop. He would never get out and be released. He wasn't executed because they got him being mentally off. That disturbed me big time. And then when I was in about 11th grade, I was in that area. I was about junior high, you know, going to Northwest and all that. And one thing I got to say, y'all, whenever you have a child and your child does something spectacular, reward that child. Because the monument, the picture that was on side of Northwest Middle School is something else. It's something else now. I was the one who drew the monument on side. It was a bear and some students. I was the one who drew that and didn't get recognized when it came time for it.
Wow.
I stopped drawing. But what I did start doing, I started thinking about business. I started thinking about money. So when I got to Hardin High School, I turned that drawing into drafting while I was drawing buildings and things, you know. Drawing buildings and taking a restaurant and making it this and making it that. And I never stopped doing what I was doing, but I always said, when I see anyone that's done something positive, something great, I'm going to let them know you've done something good. You know, and during the meantime, with me going through all this and home with mom and all this, and always time to have fun, but at the end of the day, something else going to get ready to happen. And then 11th grade, 12th grade is when my uncle got murdered. He was found murdered. He used to be the one who used to go around cutting hair like I do. I cut my own hair. And he got into the game selling drugs, and they found him dead in Lakeview. That's when I tore the whole classroom up, and I left school for about 3 months and came back and I left school for 3 months, and I was starting to get sick. They started seeing I wasn't combing my hair, my clothes wasn't right, but I was working, but I was in the streets too. Didn't want to know a lot what I was doing. At the age of 16, 17 years old, during the time I got killed, I had a Cutlass and a Mustang. Clothes, jewelry, anything I wanted, I had. It's just that I didn't have peace in my mind. I didn't have peace in my mind where I was real happy. I didn't have the right people near me. I was still sick around about 92 when I graduated. And I ended up leaving school, coming back and graduating with a B average. And I stayed sick for about 2.5 years. Same time my daughter was born, my oldest daughter. And she fulfilled my heart with what I needed at the time. You talking about going through the murders. You talking about going through religious situations where I was in love with a woman that was a young lady that was Jehovah's Witness. I'm a Christian at the time, you know, and battling back and forth with a lot of different, where do I fit in at? And I lost it. And I got to the point, I'm about 5'11". I got down to about 115 pounds. I lost all my weight. My hair was falling. I lost it. And then I got on my knees one day and I prayed. I said, Lord, put people in my life that can help me out.
Yeah.
And that's been my prayer ever since. So I was 17 years old, 18 years old, you know, that prayer. And ever since then, I had guys from the military, from prisons, from the streets, from the churches, coming at me all at one time, giving me what I needed. Up until this day, been giving me what I needed. And even up to this day, to speed it along a little bit, I wasn't able to go to school, situations with child support. Like I explained in the J, don't you get yourself caught up in a situation where you with someone, a young lady, and things are not working right, but you in love with her body, and you know things are not going to go that way, and she end up getting pregnant, and you end up getting hit with child support and all those other things, and not being able to go to college. And that's what happens a lot. These kids get caught up in a situation where you in love and lust, not love, because you don't understand what love really means, because you haven't seen it at home with your family at home. And so that's what happened to me. I lost 2 brothers in 2009, murdered, and that's what really pushed me to push BTI more than ever. It took me years, up until now. 2009 is 2019, and anytime I talk about it, my brothers, because that one brother, no brother better than the other, but the other brother was my road dog. So many things we did together I can't even talk about. He had my back and I had his. That's why I explain to anybody. We go out together, we come back together. We eat together, we pray together. We stay together, and that's the way it should be. Fast forward, everybody that's been in my life, from my brother being murdered to 2009, from when I was younger up until now. After 2009, I got lost cousins, domestic violence. So many things have happened. Family, friends I see on Facebook. I lost over 30 people, about 30 or more people, close people. My brother. Because that's my brother right here. That's my brother. I got tats all over me. And there's just kids and family members. That's a little joker, you know. The memories of someone having my back, you can't get that back. I can't buy that. You can't get that back. Somebody who, when you go out together and you fall out, you get back up and you brush each other off and you're still together, you can't buy that. You know, you can't buy that. And all the things that I see now don't magnify what me and my brother had at all. The brotherhood, that I don't see it. I see groups, I see men. I don't see the brotherhood. I don't see the leadership. I don't see people being held accountable for their actions. I don't see that. So what I do, I continue to step back and do myself and continue to deal with people with like-minded, just like yourself, A.O.G. Y'all got a lot going on. I'm proud of y'all.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
every day when you wake up, think positive, do things positive, see what you can do for someone else, be aware of your surroundings, and also understand that you have to think about preventing things from happening also. You know, even when you're in high school, even in elementary, even from high school to elementary, junior high, there's certain things that you can do when you see children don't have the things they need, as far as the shoes and the clothing. Be in tune to those type of things. Stick up for people, do it in the right way, carry yourself in the right light. It's also things you can do to help that child out. Whatever you can do, but stay positive. Do something positive during the week or during the day. But also, like I said, stay aware of your surroundings and keep the right people around that you know that you can trust and who has your back.
Blessings, blessings. My blessings, my blessings.
Yes, y'all. I know a lot of people ask, as far as my understanding, why do I think differently, or where do I get my strength from? Yes, it's the circumstances that I've been through. It's also I get my strength majorly from God. People ask me, what has God done for me? Well, when I ask for understanding and things that happen in my life, sent people into my life that showed me a different way of learning, a different way of studying. And far as any religions that's out there, just like I have the Quran and the Bible, parallel Bible in front of me, this is a big baby. I've learned to understand how to put all the texts that's been out here, the major texts been out here of understanding and doctrine, to understand God is real, and that I'm out here to help everyone, not just one person or one race or one gender. It don't matter who you are. If you need help from me or my assistance, I'm there.
Used to trapping money out the field. Lessons like a tech and make him yield. Captain USA, I need a shield. Cause it's red is dripping hard, I hurt my feels. I hit the ATM, I'm still shouting. Count it up and I count it. 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 Hit the block and I count it. White chalk and I count it. Blessings on me, I count it. Count it up and I count it. Remote control this whole clip.